here, you'd have to move it all the way over there. Here, you'd only have to move it a little bit. So an acute angle is less than a right angle. And so you might imagine already what an obtuse angle is. It is greater than a right angle. So let me draw a couple of examples of obtuse angles. So an obtuse angle might look like, let me make it a little bit clearer, might look like that. If this was a right angle, this line over here would look something like that. It would be completely upright relative to this if this were the ground. But we don't see that. This orange ray over here is actually opened out wider. It's opened up wider. So it is obtuse. It is obtuse. And this kind of comes from the actual everyday meaning. Acute means very sharp or very sensitive. Obtuse means not very sharp or not very sensitive. So you could imagine this looks like a sharp point, or it's not opening up much. So maybe it's more sensitive to, relative to other things, or I don't know. I'm just trying to make connections. This is less sensitive. It's all big and open. It won't be able to notice things that are small, because I don't know. Maybe that's not an appropriate analogy. But one way to think about it, it's kind of opened up wider, or it's bigger than a right angle. It's larger than 90 degrees. Larger than 90 degrees if you measure it. You would have to rotate this ray more to get to that, to get to this other ray than you would if they were right angles, and definitely a lot more than if they were acute angles. If I were to draw this with lines, which of the angles are obtuse and which are acute? Well, the way I've drawn them right over here, these two over here are acute, and then these over here are going to be obtuse.